Hey y'all, what is up? All right, welcome to your collective reading. So if you're watching this, this is for any sign. All right, we're going to take a look at love, the person on your mind. So let's do it. We're going to start by doing some cleansing. Well, because I feel like we need to here real quick. How y'all doing? I hope you're doing well. All right, let's get some cleansing going on here. It just feels a little heavy, that good old retrograde, right? Some of y'all feel as some of y'all's energy during my pre-shuffle, some of y'all, it felt like your energy is a little bit heavy right now as well. Some of you are really focusing on, cleansing yourself, cleansing your space, cleansing your area. So I feel ya. All right, let's pull some couple oracle cards here just from spirit and get some advice here. All right, what do y'all need to know? What does my collective need to know? What do y'all need to know? All right, let's get some energy, some messages. For y'all, you're not alone. Friendship, acceptance, authority. Some of you guys are really standing in your ground, right? Standing in your power. That authority always kind of reminds me of the Queen of Wands energy, or maybe even the Queen of Swords, right? Setting boundaries, not taking any BS in love. Some of you have had a real switch up in energy, kind of coming into that no nonsense. A lot of you guys are really connecting with spirit right now as well, heavy on meditating, prayer, letting your spirit guides help you in the situation. You're being divinely guided, very protected energy. Friendship, yeah, I mean, it could be that you're surrounding yourself with friends, but again, I feel like this is your angels, like your spirit guides. Again, some of you are already going through this, but if you're not, you're going to experience this energy here coming into the near future of really connecting with your spirit guides. Acceptance, right? This love situation, your life in general right now, kind of going with the flow and letting, your ancestors, your angels, your guides kind of take over. This reminds me very much of that energy of Jesus, take the wheel, right? And you have that energy around you. I feel like while you are being guided by your spirit team, your angels, your guides, there's somebody, and I feel like it's like a female ancestor, maybe, a grandmother, a mother, somebody that's passed on, even a friend, right, with friendship, who is kind of teaming this up, right? So it's really important that you reach out during prayer or meditation, whatever you do, right? Let them know, hey, I need guidance. And I think you're being protected anyway, but it just feels very, very strong. A lot of protection for y'all. Because again, a lot of you guys, and I can feel it in your energy, a lot of you guys feel heavy right now. Again, it's like that energy of like, I don't know what else to do, kind of rock bottom type energy. So this is really, really pushing you to connect with, again, your spirit guides, loved ones that have passed on, because they're around you, like they're helping you. And there's one kind of divine female energy that is leading the group. So reach out, right? Ask for that help. All right, y'all, what does the collective need to know about love? The person on your mind, what's going on with this person? It's just whomever you are thinking about. Also, too, since it's a general reading, you can, switch the energy, right? But I'm reading for the collective, so let's see what's going on. All right, let's do one more shuffle. What does the collective need to know about love? Person on their mind. I did pre-shuffle, as always, but let's get it going. Let's see. All right, so let's take a look here. We're going to start with the recent past. We've got the Knight of Cups. Some of you guys are connecting with the Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces energy. What else we got? We've got the Hanged Man, more Pisces energy, Major Arcana, and the Three of Pentacles on their mind. Earth energy, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, going on here. Let me take a look here. It feels like in love, you guys may have had a very kind of in and out energy, off and on. They were at this night energy, and it was kind of like they could sweep you off your feet when they needed to. But the nights are always coming and going, right? So they would bring this love offer, but maybe it wasn't very consistent. And so a lot of you just feel kind of stuck. Some of you guys have put this person now in that hanged man energy. They're just kind of, stuck. They could be, if you've separated from this person or you've set some sort of boundary, because I do feel like a lot of you have done that, they may be changing or switching their perspective. It feels like you guys have had a change, like a glow up, whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter. It feels very much like the person that you are now is almost unrecognizable to this person on your mind. And I don't even mean physically, maybe physically, right? But I'm getting more energetically, spiritually. It feels like they're wanting to come together and work something out. Doesn't mean they will. Keep in mind, this is just energy. You can lead a horse to water, right? That's what, with tarot, it's energy. It doesn't mean they're going to act on it. There could be a lot of outside influences, but I'm just pulling in that energy of after putting somebody on hold, there could be a shift in perspective. It just feels like y'all have not been satisfied with knights. We want kings and queens. All right, what's going on here? Yeah, see, they're viewing you as walking away. 8 of Cups, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. I need my 2 additional cups to reach fulfillment, happily ever after, and I'm not getting it. There's just something missing. A lot of you guys have turned your back on this person, leaving them in limbo. We're going to clarify that hanged man and see, have they had a switch in perspective? I mean, on their mind is trying to work together and collaborate. Maybe there was a third party. We'll find out. And when we say third party, hell, it could be money. It could be a family member. It doesn't have to be love. But again, here's that switch in perspective, because you guys, they view you as leaving the circus, leaving the clown in the circus. See you later. All right, what are they feeling? Yeah, the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. They feel a lack of stability, an offer being rescinded. Maybe you guys at one point thought that there was some sort of stability or long-term with this connection. I'm getting more Earth, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. But somebody's turned down an offer. They no longer see the longevity or the potential. Take your pentacle and shove it. That's how they feel. And again, I just keep going back to this night in the past. And, maybe this is somebody that's been in and out of your life. But that night energy just isn't cutting it anymore for a lot of y'all. Page of Cups. See, again, they're bringing page energy. This could be somebody that's younger than you. Maybe they're just a little bit emotionally immature. I've got more Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. They may want to come in with an apology. It feels like this person's always putting someone or something before you, and you guys have just had it. But I would expect some sort of communication from this person. Again, it's energy, or they want to communicate, right? But we'll see what clarifies these cards. They may be afraid to do that because you've turned your back, or you're going to. Listen, future, or past, present, future type energy. Some of you, everybody's timeline's different, right? We've got the universe. So this would be like the Wheel of Fortune, right? Like karma is in the hidden factors. Again, I go back to what your oracles were talking about. Spirit guides pushing you along. We've got fixed energy here, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo showing up. But in the hidden factors, you're being pushed in a new direction. Because we're not taking baby energy here. We're not taking pages. We're not taking knights. Maybe once upon a time, you would have taken that from this person. But we're no longer in that energy. You've had a glow up. You've had a switch. You've had a change. And a lot of this is going on behind the scenes. It could be because this person sees you in this energy now, like the no nonsense, like it's just not good enough anymore. I've had to turn my back and walk away. You never realize, the value of someone until it's gone. But the problem is they're still coming out with this clown energy. That's just what it feels like. And you're being pushed in a new direction. And I think a lot of you guys see this. This feels very, I'm not saying it's not like a twin flame or soulmate, but it feels karmic event here. This isn't your first rodeo for a lot of you with this person. This isn't your first circus. What's the advice from Spirit? Yeah, judgment. Again, a judgment call. You got Scorpio, Major Arcana. You're being called to make that judgment call. You see something here with this person, and maybe their energy just hasn't left you yet. But I still feel like this person is going to value you when they should have done it in the past. They should have already done this. And again, the problem is they're still bringing energy of breadcrumbs. It could be that they offer to repeat something. It feels like a repetitive cycle here, and you're being called to, judgment's being called here. Somebody could also be receiving some karma. It feels like, again, your spirit guides, the universe, whomever has been trying to push this person to make changes, and they haven't, through whatever, ego, greed, stubbornness, whatever it is. Maybe they want to keep their options open. Who knows? We'll find out. Yeah, and the Four of Pentacles. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. It's what I just said. Greed, stubbornness, refusing to open up, refusing to budge. But there's also this sense of possessiveness here, holding on to someone. I think a lot of you guys are holding back from this energy, and you're going through a glow up and you're moving on, and somebody doesn't like it. But at the same time, they want to give you Knight and Page energy. It really feels, and with that Four of Pentacles there, it's like somebody wants to keep a hold on you. They don't want you to move on, but they don't want to give you what you deserve to be given. And again, some of you are being guided to just keep it moving, right? We're going to clarify and see how this switches up, because it probably will. We're going to get into the dirt. That's what clarifiers do. Also, too, I think I'm going to extend this reading, and I'll put that link below. We will dive really heavy into your outcome, and then also into their energy, like what they have going on in their life and why they're acting this way. All right, y'all, let's clarify. What do y'all need to know? Collective, person on your mind. What can you expect? This is timeless, by the way. And, that's how tarot is. Like, again, everybody's time frame is different. So to try to put a specific time on it can be a little tricky. So whenever you're watching this video, it's when you're made to see it, right? And get the messages. Y'all make sure that you comment below, your situation. Let me know how this is playing out for y'all. I always like to know if it resonates. If it doesn't resonate, try next time, right? It's not made for everybody. All right, what does the collective need to know in love? The person on your mind. How's this playing out? What do you need to know? Yeah, I feel like there's like this possessive energy, like you belong to me, you're mine, but I'm going to be kind of lazy when it comes to giving you what you want. And a lot of y'all are just saying, that doesn't work for me, right? So I would expect this person to come in, but it's just clown energy. All right, let's take a look. What's this Knight of Cups here? Why is this here? Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, and the Devil. Yeah. Capricorn energy. Somebody's really stuck in their ways. There's that karmic energy too, where you two feel tied and bound to each other. Again, some of you guys are connecting with a Capricorn, but with that Devil energy, it's like, again, I talked about like repetitive cycles. I feel like this person's done this to you before, because the Knights always tend to come and go, right? Here's this cup, right? They say the right things. They do the right things. Maybe they apologize. I feel like this person's too stubborn to probably really ever apologize or take accountability. But you guys have been stuck to each other. It could be toxic, right? With the Devil and the Four of Wands in reverse. Because they were in that Knight of Cups energy, this could have been a breakup, a divorce for some of you, right? Because they just weren't taking things seriously enough. There's some sort of instability with this person, refusal to commit. They may have told you with that Knight of Cups, I'm going to be with you forever. There's like some future faking going on here, right? And I think a lot of you just realized it was toxic. It was not what it was cracked up to be. And you're happily ever after. Your stability just is not coming from this person. And so we're putting somebody on standby, right? With the Hanged Man, you've got Pisces, Major Arcana. With the World, yeah, some sort of lesson and cycle is closing out. Lessons learned. Give me another card on the Hanged Man with the World. Again, the Wheel of Fortune, karma, lessons, cycles that have been repetitive here. A lot of you guys are being illuminated to that energy that if you don't move on from this person, they will just keep bringing the same breadcrumbs as always. cycle, there's a cycle that's ending here. And I think a lot of you are in that hanged man energy where you're seeing things are being illuminated spiritually for you. There's a big, with the hanged man, there's also currently this big spiritual awakening going on. You're seeing a person in a situation in a new light, and it's enabling you to glow up and boss up. You want change, and a lot of you feel like if you stay in the situation instead of closing out that cycle, that you're going to remain in this toxic, repetitive energy because somebody refuses to grow up. Somebody is like emotionally immature. And again, with that devil, in the recent past, no intention really to like bring a commitment or long term. It's more just like keeping you stuck, and somebody feels like with that energy they're able to do that. What's on this person's mind? 3 of Pentacles. Why is it 3 of Pentacles here? Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. 3 of Pentacles with the 4 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, remember how I said at the beginning, like they see the value in you with the 3 of Pentacles. They might want to work on something or collaborate. It's a 3. So for some of you, this person's like, well, it'll be down the road. Like the collective will always come back to me, right? Because they know that like you're unforgettable. 4 of Cups in reverse is like the one that got away. This person has no intention of really letting you go forever. They feel like they can come in and out of your life. And I feel like this cycle is different. I think there's been a lot of valuable lessons learned here on your side. Why do they feel this 4 of Cups in reverse? 4 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, 3 of Cups in reverse. I'm going to go do my own thing. Maybe I'm going to go date other people. Maybe I'm going to go talk to other people. Maybe they did cheat on you, or they let work or family or friends or something get in the way here. A lot of you already caught this person putting others or something in front of you, and that's when you walked away, and they know that, and they've missed an opportunity. You're the one that got away because they allowed that to happen through greed or selfishness. Again, that energy of thinking that you'll always be there. But this cycle with the world and the Wheel of Fortune, not anymore. There's a new boss in town. Yeah. What's this 8 of Cups? Why is this 8 of Cups here? And the Star. Got a glow up. I said that earlier. Sign of Aquarius. For some of you, this person, there's this energy of like, you're out of my league, out of my reach. I'm not saying that, but this person views you that way. Like, again, like, how did I get so lucky? So there's like this self-sabotage going on here too. They've gone, talking to other people that are vibrating on a much lower level. They know that you're the one that's getting away or got away. There's this energy of like walking away from them because you know you are a star. And it's not like an obnoxious, cocky way, but maybe a lot of people look up to you, right? Maybe, you're in the limelight in some way, but there's this energy of, the star can be out of reach. You're putting yourself first. There's something that's gone on here where you either communicated that to this person or they just feel the vibe. You pulled away because you're not accepting breadcrumbs. And they were okay with it. They were okay with talking to other people or putting other things before because they thought they were never going to lose you. But now they're feeling it with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Why is the Star here, though? Again, Aquarius energy. Yeah, you're a high priestess, whether you're male or female. Pisces energy. You're closing yourself off to this person, and they know that. They may think that you're keeping secrets. They may think that you're walking away for some delusional reason. But really what you're doing is you're putting yourself first and you're healing. You're manifesting because you're a freaking high priestess. She's a counterpart to the Hierophant. She's divinely guided. She's above all the queens and the empress. She's, she wears a veil of the known. Like she's, this sounds weird to say, but like the chosen one. But in the spiritual realm, she is the chosen one because she knows things that are happening without even having proof. She's very spiritually guided. She's psychic, right? And on that star, woo, collective. You guys are irreplaceable. And this person knows that, but they wanted to play games. They wanted to run, or they wanted to push you away, or they wanted to see if the grass is greener. But they're doing this all while knowing that you're a star and high priestess. And the thing about it is sorry, my dog, y'all, you know it too. Because you're like, I don't need this shit. 8 of Cups. I got protection. I'm divinely guided. This is very much energy of like Earth Angel. Like a lot of you guys, again, have gifts and are being guided and you don't even know it. Some of you realize it. Some of you don't. Hold on, y'all. Let me let my dog out. But yeah, this person has messed with a high priestess. Do they realize what they've let go? I think they're starting to realize that, but it may be too late. How do they feel? Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, King of Pentacles. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Again, there was this almost like false start of stability, future, commitment, marriage, all of those things. I feel like it was promised to you at some point, or you were, led to believe that that would happen with this person. But emotionally, they feel like they can't offer that to you. For some of you, it's due to finances. This person feels like they can't offer you, the world or what you deserve. I keep getting this energy of, what is collective doing with me? I have nothing to offer. So I'm going to go hang out with low vibrational energy to make myself feel better, because I know collective is the one that's getting away. I'll never find another person like this. Why is the King of Pentacles here? Yeah, the Lovers. Yeah, Gemini energy. They made a choice in matters of the heart, but this is you're supposed to be with this person. P.S. By the way, Spirit brought you to this person, the universe, whomever you believe in, your fairies, your angels, and they've blown it because of lack of confidence, insecurity, stubbornness. Oh, the grass is greener. I don't deserve this person. Just all that low vibrational bullshit, basically. But this is divinely guided, and they know that. They know that they're supposed to be with you, but they're avoidant. For a lot of you, this person pushed you away but blamed you, right? Because they can't handle the fact that they know they're letting something divinely guided get away. And so instead of facing that reality, they're going to point the finger at you, and they're going to be the victim and you're going to be the villain. Fun, huh? Let it happen. You know the truth, right? All right, what's this Page of Cups with the Ace of Swords in reverse? I wouldn't be surprised. You've got Aquarius energy here. I wouldn't be surprised if you do hear from this person. Some of you have already heard from this person, but with this Ace of Swords in reverse, that's exactly what I just told you. They'll communicate. They're bringing some sort of breadcrumb here, maybe an apology, but the problem is with the Ace of Swords in reverse, this is not speaking the entire truth. They're still keeping things from you. You're trying to get the truth, or you've already tried to get the truth from this person, but they're deflecting, or they're, trying to confuse you in some way. They're not going to speak their truth. The Ace of Swords in reverse, again, blaming you, putting the blame on you. What's this Ace of Swords in reverse? Yeah, holding back, keeping things close to their chest, being very arrogant, stubborn. I don't want a collective to go. I don't want collective to be with anybody else. I still want to hold on to their energy, but I'm not doing anything to keep them or to grow with them. I'm certainly not speaking my truth. Some of you guys have already discovered this truth. Could have something to do with that 3 of Cups in reverse. Again, them allowing other things to get in the way of the connection. Could be their own, lying to themselves, their own insecurities, or another person. It's going to be different for everybody else, for everybody. But the problem is, I'm going to bring you this Page of Cups energy, this, bullshit breadcrumb. And by the way, I'm not going to tell you the truth, even if you try to pull it from me, because I'm keeping things close to my chest. 4 of Pentacles. Why? Why is this 4 of Pentacles here? For a very small portion of you, and don't make it fit if it doesn't fit. This is just for a few of you. This person is worried about money and the future, and they're afraid to completely open up about that. What's this 4 of Pentacles? And the Knight of Wands. Again, we got another knight showing up to the circus. Sagittarius energy, but can be anybody. if you allow this person to stay in your energy or your life, they're going to continue to breadcrumb you and they're going to continue to come and go, because I feel like they were able to get away with that in the past. But they don't understand. Well, I think they're starting to understand, actually. You're a different person now. You're not allowing that. There's a lot of passion here, but it's flighty. And nobody got time for it. All right, what's in the hidden factors? We've got the universe here. What's this about? And the Ace of Pentacles. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. You're being pushed in a new direction. For some of you, it's a new commitment. More opportunities in money and your job as well. Again, it feels like a strong focus here, collective, to like, let this person play games with someone else. They're going to wake up one day and they're going to realize they let a high priestess and the star get away. And that's not going to feel good. Some of them don't realize it. It hasn't hit yet because they're out here around low vibrational people and energy. But you're being pushed to make this change, right? What's this Ace of Pentacles about? What is it? Yeah, King of Cups in reverse. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. You're dealing with somebody who's emotionally unavailable. They don't have to be a water sign. They may still offer you something. We've got Page, Knight, Ace, at some point. I don't think it'll be anytime soon because this person is refusing to believe that they've made a mistake. There's a lack of accountability. But emotionally unavailable. Again, bringing you the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles can be the promise of a new beginning as well, but it's an ace. It's small. It has to be nurtured, watered, taken care of. And with this King of Cups in reverse, this is somebody who cannot give you the love or, cannot be emotionally available. This is in the hidden factors. So maybe in the past they manipulated you in some way. What's this King of Cups in reverse? Yeah, they're just bringing conflict. With the Five of Pentacles, I think a lot of them have inner struggle and conflict. I also feel like this person's jealous of you moving on with that Ace of Pentacles or having this potential of a new beginning in your life without them. But it's like, you know what? Then get your shit together. Stop being arrogant. Stop being closed off. Stop avoiding, right? Hurt people, but you got to deal with your shit. You don't get to bring that hurt and pain into someone else's life, especially you don't get to come in and out of somebody's life, promise them a future, and then pull back because you're scared or you're arrogant or you're closed off, and then deflect and blame the collective when you decide to push them away, right? We don't play that. All right. Why is Judgment here? You're being called here to make a judgment call. This is also karma. It's a really important choice or decision. What is Judgment about for collective? And the Knight of Pentacles. Again, you notice the theme here. We're getting all these knights and the pages. Again, somebody who thinks they can take their time and come in and offer something. Let's resurrect something again. And it just feels like this merry-go-round has gone around too many times for collective. You're standing in your power and you're saying no more. And I think for a lot of you, again, as I talked about in the beginning, your spirit guides and your ancestors are also saying no more. It's like Dirty Dancing. Nobody puts baby in the corner. I don't know why that just came to me, but some of you have watched Dirty Dancing recently. But that's what this feels like. Somebody on the other side is saying, nobody puts my baby in the corner. This has happened too many times, right? Go roll around in the gutter with low vibrational people because collective is the star and the high priestess. And guess what? You know it. And you blew it. All right. Why is the Knight of Pentacles here? With the Six of Wands, you're going to get a lot of recognition and attention. We've got the card of Leo here. Also, too, something to do with your money. So push forward. Make that choice or decision to shift your focus on that Knight of Pentacles, which is something that it takes a little while, but it can grow. Like there's a lot of stability here. And again, it's about receiving praise and recognition. Easier said than done, right? But like try to shift your mindset into that area of your life because this will keep you stuck. And again, life is short. Ain't nobody got time for it. It feels like this person effed around and found out, or they will at some point. Hell, it may take this person 5 years, 10 years, but I guarantee you judgment is being called, and they are going to wake up at some point and realize what the F they did. And it's going to be too late with this slow ass night energy. What do we got here with the Four of Pentacles, this outcome? Why is the Four of Pentacles here for y'all? What's this Four of Pentacles? Yeah, are we surprised? We've got a Page of Pentacles. Could be an apology, but you know, a lot of you are closed off to this. Again, I get this focus on money too for a lot of y'all. But with the Four of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, stubborn, closed off, arrogant energy. But then every once in a while, once a month, once a year, once every 6 or 7 years, you get a message, like a little bit of a breadcrumb from this person. I just want to make sure collective is still around because I feel like I can kind of come in anytime I want. Very breadcrumbing energy, right? That you haven't seen or felt the last of this person forever, but it's just not enough anymore. What's this Page of Pentacles? Yeah. See you later. Does my ass look good as I walk away? I bet it does. I bet it's the best piece you've ever had because it's very clear with that High Priestess star energy. But this is the collective saying, no more. Goodbye. I'm going to go find my 2 additional cups. Somebody who's going to give to me on a consistent basis. Somebody who knows my worth, who isn't going to play me due to their own fears or, you know, their own avoidance energy, or the grass is greener. Again, it's going to be different for everyone. But it just feels like collective is closing the door. The time is ticking here. And for some of you, you've already done it. Strong case of, I didn't realize I had till it was gone. Or maybe I did and I just didn't give an F because I was too arrogant and too set in my ways and too much fear. Not feeling good enough, feeling insecure, right? It feels like you gave this person the world, or you were willing to. And now they're going to have to live with those consequences. All right, we're going to extend the reading. That link will be below, pinned in the comment section and in the description box. I want to find out more about how they're going to react to you, not just shutting the door, but like bolting that shit shut. All right, you guys, I love you hard. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Please, if you could do that for me, it would be great. I would really appreciate it. And as I was saying, I love you hard. Love me hard back, and we'll speak soon. Take care.